Braiden McGregor, the opening, second time you've been in one of these camps, right? Or is this your first one? First one. What has this experience been like for you? And, what did it mean to get out here against the best of the best?
It's been awesome. It's kind of, I saw some of the names that were coming, and once you kind of see the names that are coming, it gets you excited and to show off your skills and show why you ranked where you ranked. And I learned a lot today from the guys that were coaching us to just myself, my moves that I like to use and other stuff like that. And then obviously now I know that with my score I have room for improvement, and so that's a big thing for me to get in the weight room and work on that stuff.
You probably are a kid that one of the bigger names here as far as the rankings and all that stuff go. Do you feel a different type of energy or juice when guys are going against you than maybe other people?
Yeah, I think so. I think if they know who I am, it's kind of okay, this could get my name out there. And so I feel like they bring everything they got. And I'm not saying that they don't bring it every time, but I feel a little bit different when I go against them.
Your recruitment has sort of taken off in the last month or so. You've been all over the country. You've been to Florida, Clemson, Florida State. What's going on with you and your decision? And has the path to a decision gotten harder or easier?
So it was getting real hard. So for January until now, I was I have no idea. I don't know anything. And then tomorrow I'm releasing my top 10. Okay. So I'll be releasing my top 10 tomorrow. And then, I'm going to focus on those 10 for the next month or two. And then I'm hopefully going to make my decision. But I'm going to try and get back to most of the schools that are in my top 10.
One of them, and I'm just going to make an assumption, will be Ohio State. What is the relationship right now with Larry Johnson, Greg Madison? How has it changed with Greg Madison in Columbus? Urban Meyer not being there. What's different with the Buckeyes than there was the last time we spoke?
Right. So I think they're one of the teams that stay most in contact with me. I talk to Coach Day every day. I talk to Coach Johnson probably once a week, and then Coach Madison once a week. So it's kind of every day I'm either talking to them or they're hitting me up on Twitter or something. So the relationship with them it's a good relationship. I have a relationship with all three of them, so that's a big thing because he's a D coordinator, my D-line coach, and then obviously the head coach. So it's
what have you seen with the Buckeyes since Greg Madison took over as a defensive coordinator? Would that change anything for your recruitment personally? Obviously, I know you're recruited by Michigan and very interested in the Wolverines as well. But how did that dynamic shift?
At first, it was a little difficult. Going from him talking oh, you don't want to go to Ohio, you don't want to go to Ohio, we're going to beat them this year, and then saying that it's not going to happen again, to then 2 weeks later he's with them. So it was kind of okay, I got to step away from this for a little bit. So I stepped away from it for a little bit, and then he's the same guy, I'm the same guy, and just because it's not Michigan anymore, it's Ohio State. Ohio State was still in my top schools before that, and then when he went there, it was okay.
Does it change your perception of the business of college football when you see that sort of business decision being made?
Yeah, it changed it a lot because I was told when you're going to make this decision, it's going to be about relationships, but I kind of realized no, it's not, because the coach is there now, he couldn't be there tomorrow. So it's just all different, and I got to look at it different and look at the school first and football, and then relationships after. So that's kind of the thing that's changed.
What's the plan for getting back to Ohio State? When is the next scheduled visit down there?
Sometime next month.
Are they trying to get you down there for the spring game? And I know the April 13th weekend is a busy one. A lot of schools are having their spring game. Do you have anything sorted out for that?
What we're trying to do is we're trying to get down to the weekday, so then it's just me as my only recruit, and so it'd be my family and I, and then just meeting with the coaches again and getting to know them again, and just getting back on campus and getting a feel again.
Has the whole family been there before?
My sisters haven't, but my mom and dad has.
So they're at least familiar. And, obviously you guys got to work with Ryan Day a little bit last summer.
Yeah.
Get to meet him at least. What have you seen from him that's changed since he's taken over as the head coach?
Just the way that, all the coaches, feel, the way they talk. Now the culture's changing is what they keep telling me, and I'm excited to get down there and see it. But, the big thing is okay, they really care about me. They think that I could be an impact player early here, so that's a big thing for me.
Have you felt that culture change just in phone conversations?
Yeah.
How so?
Just the way that they are making it more family oriented and making it to where it's recruits kind of like me that are different, not just football players, care about other stuff and things like that. And so I've kind of realized that in the way that they care about you, and they make sure I had my wisdom teeth taken out last week and all three of them texted me. So just stuff like that.
Obviously you're from Michigan. You're obviously going to have Michigan, maybe Michigan State in the top 10, I assume. How hard is the idea of leaving home? And now that you've been everywhere, you've been all over the country, has that changed in your mind? Like, oh, I didn't want to go far away from home, but maybe now Clemson's at Clemson, Florida. You know, there's different spots and different things to see.
Right. So at first I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can. And then kind of once we went down and saw, I was like, okay, I could see myself living down here for 4 years and never coming home. But I mean, it's definitely gonna take a lot of like talking with my parents and figuring out. But you know, it's definitely an option that I'm not scared of. And if I feel comfortable down there, I think that's probably where I'll end up.